Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished you could change something about your appearance? It's a question that many of us have asked ourselves at one point or another. And it's not surprising. After all, we live in a world that often equates beauty with perfection, a world that constantly bombards us with images of what we should look like. But let's take a step back. What if we told you that this perception of beauty is not only subjective, but also highly influenced by societal standards? That's right. The ideal body image we often strive for is not a universal truth, but rather a construct shaped by culture, media, and societal norms. Now you might be wondering, how can I possibly escape these pervasive influences? Well, it starts with understanding and embracing the concept of body positivity. Body positivity is more than just a trending hashtag. It's a movement, a mindset, a revolution of sorts. It's about embracing our bodies as they are, and not as we think they should be. But embracing body positivity doesn't mean you have to love every single part of yourself every single day. That's not realistic. Instead, it's about acknowledging that all bodies are good bodies. It's about celebrating our bodies for what they can do, rather than how they look. And then there's self-love. It's the secret ingredient, the magic potion that can transform our perceptions. Self-love is not about vanity or narcissism. It's about treating ourselves with kindness, about respecting our bodies and appreciating them for the amazing, complex machines they are. So, let's challenge the norms. Let's question the standards. Let's redefine beauty. Because beauty is not one size fits all. Beauty is diverse, unique, and personal. Remember, your body is your home. It's the only one you've got. So, let's start the journey of accepting, loving, and celebrating our bodies, just as they are. After all, we are more than just our appearances. We are a collection of stories, experiences, and emotions, and that's what truly makes us beautiful. What if you could change the way you feel about your body? Not by changing your body, but by changing your mindset. Sounds empowering, doesn't it? That, my friends, is the magic of self-love. Self-love is like a beacon of light that can guide you through the darkest times. It's a powerful force that can transform your perspective on your body and your life. It's not about vanity or narcissism. It's about recognizing and appreciating all that you are and all that you can be. When we talk about self-love, we're not just talking about feeling good in your skin. We're talking about a deeper, more profound appreciation. We're talking about recognizing your body for its incredible functionality, rather than just its appearance. Your body is a marvel. It carries you through life, allows you to experience the world, and is the vessel through which you express yourself. Cultivating self-love can be a game changer. It can help you break away from societal pressures to look a certain way, and instead, empower you to honor your unique body and its capabilities. It's about shifting the focus from, how do I look, to what can I do? It's about realizing that your worth is not determined by your waistline or the number on the scale. So how can we cultivate this self-love? It starts by quieting the critical voice in our heads. It starts by treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and respect. It starts by making peace with our bodies, celebrating our strengths, and embracing our perceived flaws. Self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that requires patience, perseverance, and lots of self-compassion. But remember, every step you take towards self-love is a step away from self-judgment and self-doubt. When you love yourself, you set the standard for how others should love and respect you. So let's embark on this journey together, building a world where everyone can love and respect their bodies just as they are. How can we begin to foster a positive body image and cultivate self-love? That's the question we'll be tackling in this segment. It's all about building blocks of confidence, my friend. And the first brick in this structure is self-care. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself with luxurious spa treatments or indulging in your favorite chocolate cake. It's about listening to your body, understanding its needs, and responding with kindness and respect. It's about nourishing your body with healthy food, keeping it active with regular exercise, and allowing it enough rest to rejuvenate. The second brick is positive affirmations. Our thoughts and words have immense power, more than we often realize. Repeatedly telling ourselves that we are beautiful, strong, and worthy helps instill these beliefs in our subconscious. Make it a daily habit to look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I am enough, just as I am." Next, we come to the celebration of body diversity. Each one of us is unique, with our own set of strengths and weaknesses, and that's what makes us beautiful. Comparing ourselves to others or to unrealistic beauty standards only leads to dissatisfaction and low self-esteem. Instead, let's celebrate our uniqueness, our quirks, our so-called imperfections. They are what make us us. And finally, let's shift our focus from appearance to health and well-being. It's crucial to remember that our bodies are not just showpieces to be admired for their aesthetic appeal. They are complex, incredible machines that allow us to experience life in all its glory. Let's focus more on feeling good, being healthy and capable, rather than just looking a certain way. Building body confidence is not an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. But remember, it's a journey worth embarking on. As we wrap up this segment, let's remind ourselves of a powerful truth. Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Keep that thought with you as we continue this journey of body positivity and self-love. What if we celebrated our bodies for their uniqueness, rather than comparing them to unattainable ideals? That's a question that has the power to change our lives. In a world where we are often bombarded with images of so-called perfection, it's easy to forget that our bodies are as unique as our fingerprints. And just like fingerprints, no two bodies are the same. This is the essence of body diversity, and it's something to be celebrated, not shamed or hidden away. Think about it. The world would be an incredibly boring place if we all looked the same, wouldn't it? Just like biodiversity in nature, body diversity in humans is a sign of a healthy, vibrant, and dynamic population. Yet, societal pressures often push us to conform to certain standards, making us feel inadequate if we don't fit the mold. But here's the truth. There's no such thing as a perfect body. Each body is a masterpiece in its own right, with its own strengths, weaknesses, quirks, and idiosyncrasies. Let's consider the story of Jane, a woman who struggled with body image issues for years. She constantly compared herself to models in magazines and felt unhappy because she didn't look like them. But one day, she had an epiphany. She realized that she was unique, and that was something to be proud of, not ashamed. From that day forward, Jane began to embrace her body and celebrate its uniqueness. She stopped comparing herself to others and started loving herself for who she is. And then there's John, a man who felt uncomfortable in his own skin because he wasn't as muscular as the men he saw on TV. He spent years trying to change his body until he finally understood that his worth wasn't defined by his physique. Today, John celebrates his body for what it can do, not how it looks. These stories and countless others show us that embracing and celebrating body diversity isn't just about acceptance. It's about liberation. It's about breaking free from the chains of societal expectations and learning to love ourselves just as we are. Diversity is the one true thing we all have in common. Celebrate it every day. So, are you ready to embark on a journey towards self-love and body positivity? We've shared the power of self-love, how it can be the building block of your confidence, and the importance of embracing and celebrating diversity. Each of these elements is a milestone on your path towards body positivity and self-acceptance. It's time now to start implementing these strategies. Begin by reshaping your perception of beauty and worth. Engage in self-care practices that nourish your body and soul. Use affirmations to reinforce your confidence. And remember, diversity is not just about acknowledging differences, but also about celebrating them. This journey is personal, and it may take time. You may stumble, you may falter, but don't let that discourage you. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. And remember, it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Remember, the journey to self-love is a marathon, not a sprint. Start today, and every step you take will bring you closer to loving and accepting your body, just as it is.